Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I put a video up earlier about the poor base running by Anthony Rizzo trying to get to third base with 2 outs and the ball in the dirt. And tons of people responded and were like, talk about Jazz Chisholm's play trying to steal third base. And so we're going to look at it right here. I'm going to give you the situation. Before I do that, I'm going to preface it with this. I have a lot of cool camera angles that I'm able to get. This play is like impossible to get the full play. I don't understand why. Everywhere I've looked, can't find the full play. So what we're going to do is we're going to go split screen here. This is about as good as we can get, or at least that I could find. And then the terrible thing about this view right here is this is as far as it goes back. It doesn't go back to like seeing the entire play, which is driving me nuts. So I'm going to try to piece it all together for you and show you what happened. So it's the same inning. It's the sixth inning. There's nobody out. It's runners at first and second. And we'll look at this video over here first. So Chisholm tries to steal third. Right, so he goes to break, and the pitcher looks back and sees him running. And we can't even see him in the screen anymore. That's what makes this kind of crappy. But anyways, they step off, they throw the ball here, and then end up tagging him out. And I'll show you over here now on this video. You can see here he is. He's running the third. The pitcher looks back. He slams on the brakes, and now he's going to step off, and he's going to throw and tag him out. Okay, so here's the thing. Typically, you're not going to try to steal third with nobody out. But if you can run and you've got good technique, then hell, I'm all for it again. We'll double steal a ton. I'll do it with no outs. I'll do it with 1 out. Sometimes I'll do it with 2 outs. I really don't care. Like I said, if you have really good technique and you know what to look for, you can get an easy bag. So what do you look for? Let me show you what I'm assuming Jazz was looking at. So let's roll this back real quick. Okay, when you're stealing third base, there's a few things that you're going to look at. The first thing you're going to look at is, does the pitcher pitch the ball home when he's looking at home or when he's looking at you? If he does it when he's looking at home, then you can use this technique. The second thing you're going to look at is, what is the pitcher's maximum looks? So looks are basically when you look at the base runner and then you look home. That would be 1 look. He might look back at the base runner and then look home. That's 2 looks. He might look back at the base runner again and look home. That's 3 looks. So what's the max looks? So you're going to watch that throughout the game. If a guy only looks twice, that's the max amount of looks. He never looks 3 times. Then after the second look, when he looks home, right, when he turns his head here and looks home, you can run because he's never going to look back at you. He's never done it before. And then we also want to know, does the pitcher fall into any patterns with the amount of looks that they give and the tempo that they deliver the ball with? So maybe they're always doing 1 look or they're always doing no looks. And that's really easy. Once we know the amount of looks that they fall into, well, we can steal them that look. Okay, that's a long way to say there's a system that you use to steal. You don't just run. So what happens here? Let's watch Jazz right here. He decided that on this look, he was going to go. So you'll see when he looks away, watch Jazz's head. See how he's going, right? So he looks away and he goes. The problem is he looks back. So he guessed the wrong look that the pitcher was going to pitch on. And again, the reason you're doing this is because you're trying to gain distance and momentum towards third base. It makes it a lot easier to steal. And if you have this system down really well, you can steal a ton of bags. We use it in high school. We steal a ton of bags. Little sneak peek, actually. I have a sick base stealing course coming out soon. I wasn't intending to say that on here, but I do have one coming out soon. It's going to be sick. So Jazz guesses wrong. But here's even the bigger problem, is that you can't just cross over and just start sprinting to third base, because if you guess wrong, then you're definitely out. So watch this view up here. So watch, Jazz is just sprinting. See how he's like, I wish I could go back further, but this is all I could catch for video. He's sprinting. So when the guy looks back at him, now he's in big trouble. He can't slam on the brakes and get back in time. So you don't sprint. You don't just start sprinting when he looks away. What you do is you get here, and let's just pretend we could rewind them to right there. We'll bring him back here. Okay, there he is right there. What you do is when he looks away, you shuffle. You stay square to the baseline, and you take 1 shuffle off of the base. So if he, instead of running, just shuffled, then when he looks back, you just slam on the brakes and go back. Because if you're shuffling, it's like defense in basketball. If I'm shuffling back and forth, I can quickly stop and go one way or go the other way. But if I cross over and that player goes the opposite way, let's say we're playing basketball again, I'm done. And so again, that's what Jazz does. He crosses over and runs. You need to stay square, shuffle. This guy looks back, now slam on the brakes, get back. You'll get back every time. That's the way we teach it. Never get anybody picked off at second base. But you can't commit to third before the ball is pitched. You shuffle to get momentum. He pitches. Now we cross over. So I shuffle, he lifts his leg to pitch. Now I can start the crossover. Then we teach you keep your eyes up because he could still inside move. And if he inside moves, then you slam on the brakes and you get back again. That's probably getting a little too technical for this video, but that's the system. That's how you do it. And that is where Jazz messed up. He crossed over. He didn't shuffle. You can't cross over and guess because if you guess wrong, you out. So do I think it was a dumb play? No, I just think the technique was wrong. That's my thoughts. I wish I had better video for you guys. Like I said, I get tons of video, and this one play, for some reason, you cannot get a good shot of it. At least I couldn't. But that's my breakdown. I love base running. It's one of my favorite things. Hopefully that helped you out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later.